Amos chapter 3 verse 3 says, can two walk together except they be agreed? Yes, we started off in agreement because both of us were hustling. Do you get? I was young, you were young, both of us were hustling, so we had an agreement. But as we have moved on in life, things have happened to us, and I'm saying that we need to renew that agreement as we go along. Now you are level 15. What does that mean for us? You get it? Don't just assume that your partner will keep pace with you. And you know, there's a way that, you know, like I said, power and influence changes us. All right? You know, sometimes now when I speak with my wife, I have to remind her that you are the one that's in America, I'm in Nigeria. You know? There are some things that it looks, you know, when you get into a place, the culture changes you. I hope you know that. You'll be changed by the culture. It could be the place where you work. Okay, so when you started off, you were working for maybe government. And after a while, you move to the private sector. Something happens to you. Or you were in the private sector. After a while, you move to, you know, government sector. Something happens to you. All right? After the first baby, you look in the mirror and you're like, figure 8 is no longer looking like 8. Something happens to you. All right? And then the second baby, by the third baby, you are like, I used to be figure 8. This now, I'm not sure what figure this is. Something happens to you. I know women today that their greatest challenge is body shaming. When the husband says, look at you. You get it? Something happens to you. Okay? So we must renew that agreement as we go along. Otherwise, at some point, one person may leave the other person behind. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7 says, dwell with your wives according to knowledge. Dwell with your wives according to knowledge. Recently, a young man came to see me. And, you know, my wife's this, my wife. So I told him, I said, at least by now, you have done how many years? You should by now, even if you don't have the 4, PIN number, 4, when you are doing bank, this thing, 4 number, 0105. Is that not so? So I said, by now, you should at least know 3 digits. Let it be remaining 1. After 9 years, you don't know any of that digits. You are still not sure who you are married to. You know, you are still complaining the complaint you were complaining 6 months into the... After some time, in other words, what I was saying to him was that you seem not to be dwelling with your wife with knowledge. So you're supposed to have an understanding of the person you are married to. You know, God made us male and female, man and woman. Am I correct? But when He gives you your wife is your woman. Your husband is your man. So you must know him. You must understand him. Your husband is not men. Your wife is not women. Your wife is one woman. And that one woman is different. Just the same way that she's different from every other woman physically is the same way she's different from every other woman character-wise, attitude-wise, etc. And she's not your mother. Neither is your husband your father. So you have an obligation under God to understand your spouse.